is your, sorry, let me repeat that. I said your CT scanned and showing tumor. You're not having any headaches. You're having a
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is. Welcome to Mango Seed Faith. I'm here getting ready for my appointment with my doctor to discuss my blood results. I have seen my blood results. I'm not happy with my blood results, and I have been taking my medication the way I'm supposed to, so I don't understand why it doubled. The last time it was 28, normal is 25 and below, and now it's 41. So a little bit stressed out about that, waiting for her to sign on because I see her, I have my appointment virtually, and I'm just waiting to see what she's going to say. So I'll be right back and let you know how the appointment went, what was her suggestions. I'm hoping she doesn't say an MRI or a CT scan because you know how I feel about those. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when I post new videos, you will get the notification and you'll be able to keep up with what's going on. And if you don't know what's happening, just go back to the video that says my diagnosis. I'll try and tag it in this video. Also look at my other videos that I have posted so that you can get familiar with me, who I am, and my channel. My channel is mainly just to use my situation, my diagnosis, and to encourage others. So there's times you see me cry, there's times you see me happy, but for the most part, all I do is encourage to let you know if I can get through it, you can too. So I'll be back, let you know about this appointment.
Okay.
Because it was 28 before, if I looked at it properly. So I actually thought it had jumped up to 41, but
No, it's you gotta look at the monomeric.
okay.
That's what we're looking at.
Okay.
So it's a little, but not by a lot.
But it's been coming down all this time, but then all of a sudden from 28, then it jumps up. I'm like,
I mean, are you having any headaches or?
so I just finished my appointment and it was a whole lot to unpack. You're gonna hear my son in the background. Just came out to get some nice fresh air because as I come off the phone with her, as we just say back home, are you? Are you? Which is you all. She gave me some shocking news that I have not heard in 7 years. So, sit down, baby, sit down. So, let's see if I can record with my son. So, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. One of the concerns I had that I made mention of before is this medication causing heart valve defects. And she says to me from before that I'm not on such a high dose that it can cause my heart any issues. And she wants to start to wean me off of the medication because I was on something much stronger before when I was in the Virgin Islands, and I was getting all the side effects, but it wasn't really bringing my numbers down. And you heard on the recording, I actually was looking at the wrong number thinking it was 41 and she was like 38.6 or something like that, because there's a certain number she's looking for, and as you hear, she's not concerned with that number because it's not like ridiculously high. I think in my mind I've just always been stuck on it has to be 25 and lower. So even before having my son, my number would be like 13, and I was like, okay, that means I'm good. So now to hear 38 is like, I'm thinking that's high, and for her she's like, no, you're fine, it's not like that. So She said if you want, I can have you see a cardiologist, which is a heart doctor. They can do an echocardiogram, which is like an ultrasound of the heart, just to make sure that my heart valves are fine. She said, it'll give me peace of mind and you peace of mind because you've been on this medicine for, say, almost 10 years. She said she's basically not worried because she have a patient who's on, man. So I'm taking 1.5 pill twice a week. This patient is taking 6 pills twice a week and had to have brain surgery. And her case, she said, was just such a unique case. So, and when they checked her heart was fine. But she said, you can always just check. So I'll make that appointment to just go and have my heart checked. And I'm going to see her again in 2 months and we're going to redo the test. When she gets the results back that my heart valves are fine, hello, Faith, Mango Seed Faith, then she'll, instead of having me on 1.5 pill, it'll be just 1 pill. Because her goal is for me not to have to always be on there. Can my numbers go up after? Yes, it can. But she just really wants me to be off of medication. So this is where the Faith comes in. Now here's the shocker. She says to me, you did a CT scan in January, I think it was. And she said there was no tumor. She's still talking and I'm still stuck on no tumor, so I stopped her. I said, Doc, stop. Can you please repeat that? And I think I started to record at that point. And I'll put the clip in if I was recording. She says, I said, I heard you say no tumor. I said, I haven't heard those words in so many years, no tumor. So she says, when they did your CT scan, she said, I did it with and without contrast. That's where they inject you with the dye. Just for those who don't know. And she says with a CT scan, it would have picked it up. Because I asked the technician when I did the CT scan, will they be able to see the tumor? And she says, yes. Now, I was always told that my tumor is small. And especially if it's really big, they would be able to see it. So the doctor says to me, but Stacy, this is good news. On your results, there's no tumor indicated there. And she goes, but there's good news. I said, I'm sorry. I know that I should be jumping. I'm ready to like jump out of this seat right now. But I'm like, huh? So remember on previous videos, they could not find the tumor that was on the side. And now you're telling me that they don't see nothing on the back on that. Oh my God. I don't even know how to behave right now. I don't know how to behave. I feel the emotions. I'm fighting it. And I'm like, I'm always talking about Mango Seed Faith. I've always trusted God. There's no doubt about that. But to now hear it. So from January, the test shows no tumor there. And it's just hitting me now. And I had to remind her, she more prefer when I do a closed MRI. She know I don't like that because it feels as if you're in a coffin. It feels as if you're being buried. And she was not convinced when I did the other MRI. Oh God, they're cutting grass. She was not convinced that the test was done right because they didn't see the other tumor. So now it's like, I guess she get it through her head that, okay, there's no tumor. They saw none of them, not one. And I'm like, God, I should be jumping right now. I should be saying, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why am I not jumping? And why am I just more like in just shock? I'm just stunned. And my head started to hurt and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I was like, God, I don't want you to feel as if I'm being ungrateful, but I'm just so in shock because I have trusted and believed in you for all these years. And I've been telling people about believing in God and having faith, and here it goes. From January, the tumor is not there. I'm going to move from here because this lawnmower and this grass cutting is really loud. Okay, so I'm back. I actually went to Longhorn Steakhouse. I just felt like getting ice cream with brownie. It's called, oh boy, I have to make sure I post a picture of it. Chocolate melted cake, something like that. And I'm like, I just feel like a nice little dessert to celebrate. I don't know, I just felt like celebrating. I'm still processing everything to know how I feel about it, because it's like when you've been trusting God for so long for something and it doesn't really feel as if, like, you hear what the doctors are saying, you're trusting God that it will come to pass and that it will happen, and when it finally happens, you don't know how to act. God is really good. He's amazing. He's awesome. And for those of you who has followed on this journey with me for all this time, and I've always said mustard seed is too small. I have to have bigger faith. I have to have mango seed faith, and I've always tried to find a bigger seed because I always wanted to stretch my faith. And for God to do this, it's amazing. Let me just take time to just encourage someone. Before I do that, as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing the echocardiogram just to check my heart, just to make sure that the medication haven't done any damage. And then I'll follow up with my doctor, who wants to start to taper me off of this medication, and then will just monitor me just to make sure that the numbers are not climbing or anything like that. But as I say, God is good. For those of you who may be going through something, could be cancer, it could be a brain tumor as well, whatever it is, just look at what God has done for me and know that He can do the same thing for you. You might say, oh, Stacy, but I'm not a good Christian like you are. None of us, we are perfect at all. And the God that we serve is a God of mercy and of grace. And all we have to do is just ask. God knows your heart. And He sees you where you're at. Whatever you are trusting Him for. Come on, I was trusting God to have a child. I had so many loss before He blessed me. And this is just really amazing in what the God that we serve can do. So as I say, I'll try my best to keep videos coming. I never like to just up and just post stuff. I always want to go according to how God may lead me, because I don't want to just come on here blabbing and just talking stuff just out of my head. But it just feels so good to know that I've been healed, and there is nothing that our God cannot do, won't do. All we have to do is just put our trust in Him and just know that He will do it. He will do it. All we have to do is ask. So on that note, the follow-up video that I'm going to come back to you with is when I see the heart doctor, and we believe in God that my heart is just fine and that the medication didn't cause any problems. So love you all. Thank you for those of you who have sent encouraging words. I know a lot of you may not put a comment under this video or other videos, but I have been seeing your messages. I get your WhatsApp. I get all of your messages, and I do appreciate it. God bless you, and thank you again for all of your support. Take care until next time. Bye.